Good morning. Good morning, everyone. This is really exciting. It's also a little terrifying, but I'm super excited to be here. I'm excited to go into this new thing, this new space. I'm Gosh, it's live. So usually I'm used to having a little bit of time to edit, but I'm not doing that for a couple of reasons. One is I actually have to make this kind of short in some respects. Here's why: you're busy, it's the middle of a workday, and I'm in a shed where I had to turn the AC off so that you could hear me, which means it's going to get hot here pretty quick. So, in about 10 minutes, what I want to do is just welcome you, first of all, to the launch of this channel. For those who have seen me on the YouTube before, I had a channel for a number of years that was really focused on some of the same stuff that we're going to look at, but let that go a while back and decided we needed to start fresh and talk about other things besides, I don't know, make folding paper and stuff like that. So I thought, what better way than to start with our self-care challenge for September. So here's the deal. Uh, I I've had the great privilege of walking alongside people for the last decade or so, with my own story and being able to empathize and have compassion for other people's stories of challenge and trauma and suffering and toxic stress and holding hope at the same time, right? Having both of those. And over, people say to me, I don't understand how you're going through all this and you're still standing. How is this possible? And depending on my mood, I'm going to respond all sorts of ways. But one of the most important things is being able to put in systems, put in strategies, things in place that will help me to sustain. And so, because of that, and I've talked about this for quite a while, the concept of setting time aside for self care, for reflection, for creating capacity is the thing that keeps me going. So I wanted to share with you for September um, a 30-day self-care challenge. And so in the link in the description, you'll be able to, if you haven't already signed up on the mailing list, you'll be able to click a button and sign up for that on the 30-day self-care page. And then you'll get an email that will remind you of the link of this video in case you ever need some clarification. And then you'll be able to download that PDF. So the PDF looks like this. It is broken into 4 categories: heart, mind, body, and soul. And then it has some instructions here on the back. And the way that this works, even though it's broken into the 4 categories, and as we travel through, I'm going to be traveling through sector by sector: heart, mind, body, and soul. It goes this way. Okay. Um, there are 3 columns that are on this sheet. The first one is the date. And so you'll see that there'll be a suggestion. So, for instance, the first suggestion for heart practices is write and send affirmation notes and letters. Maybe that's not the one you want to start with. Maybe there's something else on here that you said, you know what, I'm going to do body practices and I'm going to take a walk during lunch or dinner. Great. If that's what you want to do for day one, then you would write the date 9/1 or whatever date, one, in the date box. And then if you share it on your social media or even email me a picture of it, or someone else, you shared this practice with someone else, there's a box to check that says, yes, I shared this with somebody. There are other people that can be part of my journey. And then if it's a practice, that at the end we're going to do a little evaluation at the end of September and say, is this something that I want to keep in my routine? And if it is, then you have a record of the things that really worked that you're like, hey, I forgot that I liked this, or this is brand new to me. I'm going to add this into the mix. And the reason that we're doing this is I don't know about you, but recently, as I've been speaking in different conferences and workshops and with people, I'm hearing over and over again how exhausted and burnt out and worn out everyone is feeling. There is a slump that people are communicating right now, that they're feeling a slump and they're feeling like, is this ever going to get any better? And so part of setting up for the rest of 2023 is taking a look at how can I scaffold myself and how can I do this in community. And so this is an effort to be able to give you a tool and an invitation to participate. So for those who sign up on that link, you will get a 2-month membership to a community that will help you for walking through this. And on August, from whenever you sign up for the 2 months, you'll get the worksheet. And then there is a couple other things that we're going to do. And so there's an invitation I want to give to the people who are watching today through August 26th specifically. Okay, so for the next 10 days, if you have logged in to watch the video, you have signed in but go onto the mailing list to be reminded of things and to download the worksheet. Here is my gift to you, is to invite you to join us for Wednesday Wellness. And what that's going to be is in September on Wednesdays at 9:30, we're going to meet live to set up some strategies for that particular week, talk through, so just do a check-in, um, talk about maybe one of the practices, maybe do something together, but it'll be a live event that will be specifically for people who sign up for Wednesday Wellness. You'll get a worksheet every week right before that session that will take you through the following week. So I'm going to go ahead and put that link into the chat. It will also be available in the description box. And for people who, between now and the 26th, that membership is $30 right now, but for you today and through the next 10 days, if you use this code ready for it, as you're checking out for that membership, it'll just be $20. So you'll get the worksheet you will get for each week. As we go into the week, that's when you'll get it. You will be able to access the live session, and you will also, there'll be another thing that you'll get to in that particular email. If this is past the 26th, you can still sign up for the Wednesday Wellness, of course. And then for our YouTube friends, there will be something every Wednesday that will be one of the practices that we'll unpack together. So don't worry, you won't be left out. We're going to travel through this together. We're going to hopefully be tagging each other on the gram and the book and the places. Please feel free to send me your any appropriate pictures as you're doing practices, or even reflections and things that you are learning about. What Renee M. Dupuy LLC, the reason that I started this whole thing, is to create this space where we can just talk about the truth of it's hard and we have hope at the same time, right? That we want to have hope that not that it maybe we don't know when the hard is going to end, but we know that we're not alone and we know that we have strategies and we build those together. So what you'll see from me is information about strengths based learning, how we increase our capacity, how our brains and bodies are affected by our environment, what we can do, and really leaning into that whole person that you are. That's why we're looking at the heart, mind, body, and soul. Is you're a system that has lots of different factors, and sometimes we need to pay a little more attention to one or the other. And so this is, again, super exciting. I have to tell you, I because it was live, I didn't really do my normal thing with my amazing maybe makeup and hair, but that's also part of this. Is I want you to know that, wow, that was brilliant. No matter how you come, that is how you are to be in this space, right? So you don't have to have your stuff together. You don't have to have all the right answers. You don't have to feel like you um have all this amazing thing to show and curate as you're doing your stuff in social media and as you're connecting in the community, like you can be a hot mess. I got a little hot mess going on right now. Even I threw on half of my makeup and then ran out to the shed, and you can see even now I've got sweat on my face because it's starting to get hot in here. So we're gonna wrap this up soon. But I am so glad that you're here, and don't give up on yourself. Don't believe the lie that you are all alone. I want you to know that you deserve to be seen, heard, and valued. You matter, and you have amazing things to offer the world. So please join us on this journey in whatever way that you would like to. There's all kinds of stuff on the website, there's links in the description. Super cool. If you've got people in your life that you think would benefit from being in a community and being connected to the types of resources that I'm talking about, things that will increase capacity, that will create space, that will increase compassion, and also tell the truth about the hard stuff, please share any of my information you'd like to with them. I'm so glad you're here. That was a pretty awesome 11 minutes or so, and I can't wait for you all to join me the next time. So, stuff's in the link, stuff's on the description. That's all great stuff. But thank you for being you. You are more than enough. You're not just enough. You are more than enough. All right, bye. Now I gotta end. Okay.